Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. So today we will know the activities of Shuddha Sattva Guna. Vishuddha Sattvasya Gunah Prasadaha Vishuddha Gastasva Gunah Prasadaha Swatmanubhuti Parama Prashantihi Tripti Praharsha Paramatmanishta Yaya Sadanandarasam Samrichate Vishuddha Sattvasya Gunah Prasadaha Swatmanubhuti Parama Prashantihi Tripti Praharsha Paramatmanishta Yaya Sadanandarasam Samrichati. Vishuddha Sattvasya, sixth case, of the pure Sattva Guna, Gunaha, like Ramaha, plural, first case, Bahuvachan, Guna Samuha, all the qualities. Prasadaha, Prasadaha means the contentment and the happiness of the chitta. Swa Atma Anubhutihi, the experience of self, experience of the self, or one's own intrinsic nature, the experience of one's own intrinsic nature. Parama Prashantihi, will contentment, the highest contentment. Param says that highest. Triptihi, contentment. Praharshaha, Prakrishta Rupena Harshaha. প্রচুর আহ্লাদ, হ্লা ধাতু থেকে আহ্লাদ, প্রচুর আহ্লাদ মানে আনন্দম আনন্দম আনন্দম। And Paramatmanistha means abide in that truth that I am that Atma. Samrichhati. So Samrichhati means it's gained, prapti. So what Gurudev is writing, the characteristics of pure sattva are cheerfulness, the experience of one's own self, supreme peace, supreme contentment, supreme bliss, and constant devotion to the supreme self, by which the aspirant comes to enjoy everlasting bliss. सत्व गुण की जो क्रियाएं है उसमें है आनंद. हमारा हृदय में जो परम तृप्ति होता है, दिस इज द एक्टिविटीज ऑफ सत्व गुण. Suppose in one place you go, you feel content, you feel calm, you feel serene. Means you should know that you are sattva predominant. You are watching a football match and you are happy. Suddenly your supported team lost one goal or something like that. You are not happy. So this sort of happiness is rajasika. After drinking, people are happy. That is tamasika enjoyment. But when in a beautiful place, suppose you are very pious, devoted person. So in a temple, whenever you are, as if the fountain of happiness is in full fledged inside. That is sattva pradhan. If anyone is not too much pious, but he has also that sattva gun, it doesn't mean that who doesn't believe in God, they are all worse. Never think that. Never think that. Lot of good people are there who doesn't believe in God. Actually, who doesn't believe in God, they suffer more. They suffer more. But they good to the society. I have seen a lot of people. They shed their blood for the society, for the good of the society. But at the end of the day, they suffer too much because they don't have any support to rest. See, God is our support, When I'm too much tired, I just do like this. This is my support. If anything is not there and I'm very tired in sitting, and there is no back, there is no font, there is no font table. See how my condition. But I am a very dedicated teacher, so I will teach. I never cheat myself, I never cheat anyone else. But I get tired sometimes if I don't have any resting place. So how my position will be horrible. But when they also go and feel that serenity, that is also sattva. When they do good for the people, and after doing good to the people, when they are happy, it's the all activities of sattva guna. So sattva guna doesn't believe, it doesn't depend on believing God and doesn't believe in God. Who believe in God, who is having faith in God, they are blessed. जिनके मन में भक्ति आया है वो तो कृपा धन्य है. Clear? Now, सत्व गुण जिनका ज्यादा है उनका परमात्मा के ऊपर निष्ठा आता है. They understand the reality of everything, including himself, in a spiritual way. And if the person is really sattva predominant, he or she starts abiding in that truth. And who has started living or abiding in that truth, that I am that whole world and the whole world is me only. There is no coming and going. There is only physical death. Such reality, when that person understands, then there is no dukkham. Then Vedanta's purpose is served. Atyantika dukkha nivritti and paramananda prapti. Clear? Let's see what Gurudev has written. Swatma anubhuti, experience of one's own self. Rajas, the cause of all misapprehensions, and tamas, the cause for non-apprehensions, are totally absent in pure sattva. Therefore, the self is apprehended when the intellect becomes immaculately pure. So what is tamas work? That is non-apprehension. We can't apprehend because of the tamas. Even when we are in deep sleep, where is the question of apprehension? But when at awakened state also, when we are tamas predominant, then also non-apprehension. And if non-apprehension is there, but the thing is totally appeared in front of me, then misapprehension is certain. Clear? So where there is less rajas, less tamas, the reflecting medium is almost crystal clear. Then the truth is directly gets reflected. And where the truth is directly reflected, then there is anandam, anandam, anandam. Then there is no pinch of dukkham, pinch of sorrow. Just think, Swami Vivekananda, entire life spent in court case. Was there any effect in his writing of that court case? Because he was established in that supreme truth. And establishing this truth, when he is abided, when सत्य में प्रतिष्ठित व्यक्ति जो भी करे उसका कोई असर नहीं होता जिंदगी. 4th July he left his mortal body, and 2nd July all the court case was completed. And see, complete works, this volume of things, and it's a unique thought, and not only in English. Swami Vivekananda's Bengali also unique, in which style nobody wrote earlier. It was his first venture, means first new style of Bengali writing, Bengali poem or writing. And in English, there is no question. So, सत्य में जो व्यक्ति प्रतिष्ठित होता है, उनका सामाजिक जीवन, उनका असली जीवन में प्रभाव नहीं फैलता. There may be court case, there may be loss in family, there may be loss in business or anything else. Let it be. It's a part of the game. That those events don't touch the person of realization. Don't think that only Swami Vivekananda can realize, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa can realize, or our Pujya Gurudev can realize. They have shown us the path that it is not monopoly for anyone else. Who has earned the money, he can purchase the business class and enjoy the good traveling. The thing is, nothing is monopoly. You have to earn it. Yeah, at any cost, you have to earn the truth. And it has to be yours, not others' money, and then ED, CBI will knock the door. You have to be, it have to be your hard earned, where there is no fear. And that comes from tapasya. Tapasya in the form of Sravanam. Don't think I have to go to the Himalayan cave and the jungle, leaving everything else, and I have to stand inside the water or inside the desert land. No. Wherever you are, every day without any fail, Sravanam, 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 Sravanam. And according to Mananam and Nididhyasanam. And live a life according to the Shastra, which is called Sadhana Chatushtaya. You should abide in truth. That is the promise of Shastra. That is the beauty of Vedanta. Clear? Supreme peace, Parama Prasanti. There is no rajas. The cause of agitations in that spiritual state of divine experience. When the self is apprehended, all agitations end. Hence, there can only be perfect peace. Clear? Contentment, triptihi. Because of absence of all desires, the seeker feels a sense of supreme contentment. Presence of desire is the indication of a sense of incompleteness. Attainment of perfect peace must end all sense of incompleteness. This is the state of desirelessness, which means the state of perfection or godhood. Clear? Bliss, praharsha. This is not the bliss of ignorance. but the dynamic bliss of realization. This bliss springs from a source transcending all our known concepts of joys and sorrows, which woos out from the filthy marshlands of our minds. So, there one thing, there is a footnote, nor does the sun shine there, nor the moon, nor fire, to which having gone they return not, that is my supreme abode. That natatra surya bhati na chandra tarakam, the same thing. Nat, are Bhagavan, মাথায় কেন আসে না? न तद् भासयते सूर्यः न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. Okay. And there is another thing, that is avyaktoksara ityuktah tamahuh paramam gatim yam prapya na nivartante tadham paramam mama. That which has been called unmanifested and imperishable, abhyaktaha aksharaha iti uktaha, has been described as the supreme goal. Naksharati iti aksharaha. That is my highest state, having attained which there is no return, means no sorrow. In, even in Swarga, from where there is coming back, there also no sorrow. Who says? Upanishad. Which Upanishad? Kathopanishad. So, Yamaraja is describing about the Swarga Sukham to Nachiketa. And the same concept, because Bhagavan Sri Krishna has taken the maximum idea from Kathopanishad in Bhagavad Gita and then Ishavasyam. So, okay, that bliss from devotion to the Supreme Self, Paramatma Nishtha, because of non-apprehension of reality, our individuality means perceiver, feeler, thinker, and entity in us. What Gurudev used to say, perceiver, feeler, thinker. Why? It's not only he used to do joking. Have you seen that nowadays in Kolkata, you won't get it. But in suburbs, whenever there is a rain, so one kind of maddock or frogs are there who always do trrr, 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 trrr. Inside us, that maddock is there who always identify as if it is perceiver, feeler, thinker. Clear? This is the motto of Gurudev. So, in our individuality is entirely engaged in seeking its joys among the objects, emotions, and thoughts through the equipments of the body, mind, and intellect. When these equipments are transcended, the objective and subjective worlds are no more. When the vasanas of rajas and tamas are removed, the ego rediscovers itself as the supreme reality and becomes one with it. Thereafter, there is no slipping back into the state of body identification. Unwavering, steady, and deep devotion to the Supreme becomes natural to such a seeker. Thus, by making the intellect completely pure, the aspirant enjoys the essence of everlasting bliss. Clear? Thank you. The causal body, its nature. Karana Sharira. Sarva prakara pramiti prasantihi. Sarva prakara pramiti prasantihi. Bijatmanavasthitireva buddhehe. Buddhehe, visarga is there. Sushuptiretasya kila pratitihi. Kinchinna vedmiti jagat prasiddhehe. Sarva prakara pramiti prashantihi. Bijatmanavasthitireva buddhehe. Sushuptiretasya kila pratitihi. Kinchinna vedmiti jagat prasiddhehe. This unmanifest, oh, sorry, 120 we did not chant. Nobody wrote also, and you did not tell. Hey Bhagavan, avyaktametat trigunair niruktam. Avyaktametat trigunair niruktam. Tatkaranam nama shariramatmanaha. Tatkaranam sushuptiretasya vibhakyavastha. Pralina sarvendriya buddhivrittihi. Avyaktametat trigunair niroktam. Tatkaranam nama shariramatmanaha. Sushuptiretasya vibhakyavastha. Pralina sarvendriya buddhivrittihi. I don't know whether you pay attention or not. When I skipped 120, nobody raised their hand even. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So, Trigunaihi, Tritiya, and Bahuvachana, three gunas. That is why Bahuvachana means by the said Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Niruktam, it's well said, well explained. Etat avyaktam, this untold avyaktam, tat atmanaha karanam nama shariram. And that, what is that avyaktam? That is atmanaha, sixth case, of the atmas. Karana means what atma? Not the pure atma. Chidavasa atma means where that I feeling. जिनके लिए उपनिषद को बोलना पड़ा तत्त्वम असि, जो मैं कर रहा हूं, कर रहे हो, वो मैं और सारे जगत में कोई तफात नहीं, पार्थक्य नहीं. So that atmanaha karanam नाम शरीरम, कारण नाम की शरीर. एतस्य, etasya means of this atma. But which atma? Karana Sharira Abhimani Atma. The Atma who is identified with the causal body. Pralina Sarvendriya Buddhi Vrittihi. सारे इंद्रिय और बुद्धि, बुद्धि वृत्ति जिसमें लय हो जाता है. All the organs, sense organs, and all the thoughts where get merged. Vibhakti avastha sushupti. Vibhakti avastha means separate. It's separate from awakened state and dream state. This is called sushupti, deep sleep. सत्व, रजो और तमोगुण के द्वारा वर्णित जो अव्यक्त आत्मा की कारण, मतलब कारण शरीर जो है ये अव्यक्त है. अव्यक्त, unexpressed, like in seed form. The entire banyan tree is in a small tree, a small seed. And how the banyan tree is there in the seed? As unexpressed, avyakta. Likewise, our karana sharira is also unexpressed, but this is the cause of the two bodies, our subtle body and gross body. That is why its name is causal body or karana sharira. Sharira dayasya karanam iti karana sharira. Clear? And where that Karana Sharira, because predominance is there. Sukshma, the subtle body is predominant in dream. The gross body is predominant in awakened state. And the causal body or Karana Sharira is the king in deep sleep, where there is no body consciousness, where there is no mind, no sorrow, nothing else. Who has lost his everything and he who has gained everything, both the person's deep sleep state is homogeneous. Because in Karana Sharira, there is no division. And where there is, everything gets merged. That is Sushuptihi, which is absolutely different from the other two states of reality. What Gurudev is writing, this unmanifest, described as a combination of all three gunas, is the causal body of the individual. Its spatial state is deep sleep, in which all the functions of the mind, intellect, and the sense organs are totally suspended. Clear? Now, 121, Sarva Prakara Pramiti Prashantihi. सारे जितनी प्रकार की विषय की ज्ञान, विषय वृत्ति, सारे वृत्तियों का निवृत्ति हो जाता है. All the objective knowledge is disappeared, totally disappeared, vanished. निवृत्ति है. एवं बुद्धेः बीजात्मना एव अवस्थितिः सुषुप्तिः. Buddhi also is there. All the things, all our vasanas, all our desires, all thought process, mind, buddhi, everything is there. But how they are? They are in the unexpressed seed form. कहाँ जाते हैं? कहीं नहीं जाते, इसमें ही रहते हैं, बीज के रूप में, बीजाकार में. क्लियर? किंचित न वेदनी इति जगत प्रसिद्धे है. I don't know anything else. Aham na janami in Tattva Bodha. Sukhena maya nidra abhuyate. Aham na janami. I don't know anything else. That is the actual formation. Because which I is claiming that don't know, that Chidabhasa I claims I don't know, because that Chidabhasa I, that Ahamkara Vritti also gets merged. So how there is no knower. The means the superficial knower, the knower of objective knowledge is absent in Sushupti. But knower of everything is always there. Clear? So, Samanya Gyan and Vishesha Gyan. So Samanya Jnana and Jnana Karta is one, but Vishesha Jnanam and Jnana Karta are not same. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati means Vishesha Jnanam is Samanya Jnanam and Jnana Karta are one alone. But Vishesha Jnanam and Jnana Karta are not one. I know computer means I am not computer. But who knows Brahman, he becomes Brahman. Means the knower and the known and the knowledge become one. Not become one, they are one. Clear? See what Gurudev is writing. The mind remains in a subtle seed-like form in deep sleep, which is the state of complete cessation of all kinds of perceptions. Indeed, the universal experience in this state is, I did not know anything. Aham kinchit na janami sukhena maya aswapsate, or like that. I just forgot that word. Or nidra abhuyate, the same thing. So far, the three gunas have been explained exhaustively by Acharya Shankaracharya ji. Now, the causal body called unmanifest is taken up for a detailed discussion. The causal body consists of the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, in their unmanifested state. When the individual withdraws himself from the waking and dream states of consciousness, he is said to be in the deep sleep state. The waking state and dream state experiences are present in the deep sleep state in the unmanifest or the seed form. The seeds, when manifested at the subtle and gross levels, give rise to the dream state and the waking state respectively. But in deep sleep, it is like the seed going back to the seed. The seed going back to the seed. When a man is in deep sleep, all the activities of his intellect, mind, and sense organs are temporarily at rest. This state is known as the state of unmanifest, avyakta, because neither reality nor the world of objects, emotions, thoughts is manifest and available for his cognition. In short, it is the state of non-apprehension of reality. The experience of the individual in this state is, I don't know. Complete ignorance is the characteristic of the state, for where the intellect is arrested, the intellect projected objective world will not be there. The total absence of all kinds of knowledge is directly experienced in deep sleep by all creatures everywhere. This level of pure and complete ignorance and total non-apprehension is the causal body. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om.